A former Lovington police officer who admitted to exchanging sexually explicit text messages with a 17-year-old girl and had his license suspended because of it has a new job with another police department. News 13 has learned Daniel Gonzalez has been hired by Portales PD. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart reports.
Former Lovington police officer Daniel Gonzalez was recently hired on with Portales Police this year. He was suspended from duty by the New Mexico Law Enforcement Academy until January 24th after he admitted to texting a 17-year-old girl sexually explicit messages. Hearing transcripts from the July LEA board meeting, State Lovington Police received a harassment complaint from the 17-year-old against Gonzalez last February. According to hearing transcripts, Gonzalez met the 17-year-old girl when he stopped her for speeding last year, and it was during that traffic stop that he allegedly asked her for her phone number and a hug. Gonzalez stopped the girl days later for running a stop sign. After that, the text messages began. In the July hearing, Gonzalez admitted, quote, "Yes, I made a bad judgment call. I understand that as a police officer, we are held to a high standard of ethics and a code, and I did fall off the path and violate that code." He says he did not try to solicit the girl, adding, quote, "I'm a good officer. I understand as police officers we have to live this life 24/7, and I failed to realize that in making this judgment call." The state board agreed on a license suspension, but after January he became eligible to be an officer. We reached out to Portales Police Chief Doug Jones, who had this to say.
We don't comment on employees. Regarding any hiring practices, we hire based upon background checks of the employees and recommendations given to us by the heads of other law enforcement agencies.
In the July hearing, Gonzalez said his former chief told him, "You can be friendly to people, but you cannot be friends with people, and I realize that now." In Portales, Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
The Portales police chief also said Gonzalez is currently on military deployment, but he wouldn't comment any further on Gonzalez's status with the department.